Wow, Bridgestone Arena. A building that I'm very familiar with from the Nashville season mode that I did on this channel. My goodness, that was like 3 years ago, by the way. I think I did that series I can't believe that series was about 3 years ago. And I have a bit of a personal connection as well with the real-life Bridgestone Arena, in that I used to live in Nashville once upon a time, and I attended a handful of Preds games while I lived there and was going to school there as a student. I always took advantage of student ticket night. They would always have a deal for college students, and you could get tickets at a really reasonable value, especially in the lower or upper bowl, and I sat both in the upper and lower bowl in this arena. So a very special place in my heart for multiple reasons. And we are going to be taking the game's first penalty. We didn't even play 60 seconds into this one before we took the first penalty of the game. And ironically as well, that Nashville season mode, I can spoil it. I don't think it really matters if I spoil the outcome. But we went up against the very same Montreal Canadiens in that season mode. And, well, we took home the hardware at the end of the year. Now, what was interesting about that playoff run, Shea Weber got injured somewhere along the way. Well, what a slap shot from PK Subban that was blocked by Forsberg on the forecheck as he tried to clear the puck. Forsberg shot back on. Hornquist turned on and saved so far by Carey Price. Melted down before this play goes any further. And Subban, he is the guardian of the crease when Carey Price is not in the goal crease. Or when Carey Price is in the goal crease after the whistle. But Carey Price holding that fort down right now. He's got in a couple of nice saves to start us off on this penalty kill situation. Still so wild to me that we actually get a rematch, if you will, of our Nashville Predators season mode. Of course, I'm doing this with the Canadiens this time. I'm on the other side of that matchup, and I want to be victorious on both sides of the ledger between the Canadiens and the Predators, bringing home championships to both organizations. The thing is we're doing it on the highest possible difficulty. Am I a genius? Pekka Rinne is a genius. That was an unbelievable I thought we had a goal there. That was a nice save by Rinne. I slapped it. I mean, you can slap it. It's a penalty kill. So you can slap it free of charge down the rink. Joining the play here is Hedman. That's a painful block. You know it is. Blocking a Victor Hedman slap shot. Out of the box comes Louis LeBlanc to the rescue of his teammates, and that shot is flung far wide. Victor Hedman getting into one. I don't know which player he connected bodies with on that collision. We're going to drop this back for Hetty, and Hetty's not paying any attention, so we're going to have to play this behind the red line, the blue line, and the red line here. Missed pass intended for Sukai Ming. We're going to give Ellis a friendly shove. I got Eller and Ellis both on the brain. That was a big hit for Palat. Subban, short side, turned away easily by Pekka Rinne. The rim around play for Ellis. Under pressure, the pinching Victor Hedman up on the play. Looks like a forward. Very successful with the stick, and very successful with the stick again. We are with his D partner there, PK Subban. Wide to the board, Polkinen sends it off the side of the net. Dale Weiss with a save in the VH position by Pekka Rinne. Interception. That's Ming down low. Tic-tac-toe passing creates the goal. It's Dale Weiss. Canadiens on the board first. And we have rarely seen from the Nashville offense in this series. But how about that? This was the turnover that was the most costly of them all so far in the game. It led to this passing play. Tic-tac-toe we go into the back of the net. You love to see it, especially for Dale Weiss. He has bided his time in the AHL and been a more than serviceable player for this organization in multiple facets, getting the job done on the biggest stage in the NHL and the Stanley Cup Final. Dumoulin, we had a deflection there, but saved by Rinne with a quick reaction times. So, I was going to say something and I lost my train of thought because Dale Weiss scored a goal, and there were replays of said goal happening as well. This thrown me a little bit off my game. Saved by Rinne again. I'm playing very calm and nice and easy, and this is what I was going to get to. This is it. Is looking back, we have rarely seen from the Nashville offense in this series through 2 games. Both games played on the road, so maybe there's an element of the road games too. Oh my God, that was the greatest move I've ever seen in my life by LeBlanc. Maybe a little bit exaggerated there, but that was a wonderful move. As I've said, though, we've rarely seen from the Nashville offense. They got shut out in the last game, so not a single goal scored in the last one for Nashville. And in game 1, they came away with just 1 tally on the evening. So 1 goal in the entire series to this point. Not a lot of goal support for Pekka Rinne. I know he's going to be looking for that. He's begging and pleading his team on to get him some goal support, because you're not going to win games. Well, you can't win the game now. If you don't score a goal in this game, you absolutely will not win the game. I mean, I think that's a given. That goes without saying, that if you don't score, you're not going to win the game. Dale Weiss is a man on a freaking mission. He was wide open. How did he get so open? I don't know what's the playbook here is, Nashville, but you can't win games playing defense like that. And maybe I shouldn't be helping the opposition team out with any kind of tidbits of information. I mean, look at how open the slot area was for Dale Weiss, and that was the right play. Take the shot. You got a goal in this game already. Now, that play was not a turnover. The goal he scored was off of a turnover. That play was just good hard work by the Canadiens in the attacking zone. We're going to continue to put it to work, but put to work indeed was... No. Lars Eller's injured, by the way. He's writhing behind the net. Eller is writhing. I mean, he got Shea Weber. He really did. Look at that. Oh. What do we want to speculate? What do we think it is? He's holding the arm. So that is my... Oh boy. Where even is Lars Eller playing in my lineup? He's moved up and down the lineup in this playoffs. Not in this series, but he moved up and down the lineup in the Hurricane series. Back in the conference final that we just played. Remember, we lost both Su-Kai Ming in the last series against Carolina, and we lost Matt Duchene. So the rails are kind of coming off the tracks here for Montreal, because we just lost Lars Eller, who I think is playing 4th-line center now. And now Torrey Krug takes a penalty as well. The point I was trying to make, I know that it's a jumbled mess right now, but basically what I was getting at is Lars Eller, I believe, is my 4th-line center. And he's gone, so he'll be replaced by, oh, I forgot that. Frazier, is that the name of the player? Who is my insert in case of a center injury? I believe it's Frazier. Nice moves, Patch. Ready? Just take it to the net, and he is going to be punished as well. It was Shea Weber, but look at Matt Duchene. He is a man possessed going after him in the corner. It'll be Subban. He's going to get it up the boards. It'll clear the zone at the very minimum, and we can keep that pressure up. Look at Duchene. Duchene really is a man possessed right now. He's not afraid of anything. He will take it to Shea Weber and this Predators team. We want to get the puck, Subban, up the boards. Just got to get it up the boards. Give our team a fighting chance. They don't want... Weber is scared of Ming. Did you see that? Okay, maybe Ming should be... Uh-oh. Ming took a penalty. I was trying to start a fight with Shea Weber, with Su-Kai Ming. Maybe a little in over my head on that one, because he did not like the hit and what happened to Lars Eller earlier in this game. We're coming apart at the seams just a little bit. I was scared for Ming's life on that hit as well. I really thought he was injured. So I tried to start a fight. You can see that he ended up, because of the proximity to the boards, he ended up board playing Shea Weber, which is illegal. You cannot do that, especially to a player that does not possess the puck. So just go with it, Marchand. Take it, Marshy. I got a little inside-out move for you. Yep. Marchand. Yeah, very dangerous to do this, but we'll score. I don't care how dangerous. I will fly right into the danger zone, baby, and I will score on your team. That makes double digits for the playoffs for Brad Marchand, and to celebrate as well in the goal crease of Pekka Rinne. That is a Brad Marchand celebration if there ever was one, though. Celebrating in the other team's goal crease after scoring a wicked sick goal of perseverance against the defense. I told you I will take it to your team, shorthanded or not, and now so too will Jarrett Stoll. And don't you go getting injured. Jarrett Stoll's playing 3rd-line center, playing the penalty kill a variety of things. Good stick, and we force Shaw to the outside with Tamernis. So this Preds team is kind of trying to turn it on a bit physically now in this series. Oh, hold on. Oh, I didn't realize there was a penalty. It was right as I was winding up. There's a delayed call behind the play. And I believe that's Hornquist? It is Hornquist. I mean, you never know. He could have left Nashville by this point in his career, but he's still here with the Predators all the way into Season 7 of the GM mode. So he's still here, and he's in the penalty box. Not only is he present, but he is present and in the box. Shot off the mask of Rene. I don't know how you absorb that contact. That's a heavy shot from Hedman. The Preds looking to go the other way, and they will. Palat shot. Yep, he had it. That was the right play. You have to take the shot there. The net has come free, and so has the water bottle that belongs to Carey Price. Or maybe it doesn't belong to Price. Maybe it is property of the Montreal Canadiens. So Nashville's turning up the physical heat in the not only the game, but the series as well. Especially in this game. Oh, that's right. We're 4-on-4, but that's fine. That works fine enough anyway. It doesn't have to go all the way down the rink. It just needs to clear the zone and give us some space to reset. But we are now on the power play, and I wanted to take a good piece of Andrew Shaw here with the body, since Nashville's doing it to us. And both teams look really good shorthanded. Something to pay attention to. That was an interesting move by LeBlanc, but we needed to get the power play set up, and we did not. That's fine. Stoll. Make your move. Fake shot. Just make sure Shea Weber's not on the ice when you do this stuff. Krug hits the high glass. Cleared by Blum. 8 seconds to go on the man advantage. Oh! Carey Price, man. This is the problem with you. You play the puck, and it's unpredictable. I mean, Subban was coming back for this. I had it with Subban, but Price's AI, I don't know what you want to call this, Price's AI, comes out and plays it. I tried to rim it off the glass. I promise you, I tried to rim that off the glass, and whatever button combination I pressed, I guess I ended up just leaving it there. Subban fans on the clear attempt, and Poisty has one of the easiest goals you'll score in the Stanley Cup final game. So we're a 2-1 game now. It's a 2-1. There was a big hit by the boards, a huge collision shortly before the net is jarred free by Hornquist out of the box now. Well, I told you we were coming apart at the seams. What do we have tonight? We have 2 shorthanded goals? I think everybody's goal is just shorthanded goal in this game right now. We at least have 1 shorthanded. Both teams have at least 1 shorthanded goal. You couldn't have gifted a bigger shorthanded goal to Nashville with that play. The Preds are offside because of the collision that Su Kai Ming dealt out. We're having a tough time getting to this D-to-D. These are horrible passes, by the way. We got to work on that. Behind ourselves with Marchand, but he never got back to his own pass. It is a dangerous play to pass it behind yourself like that, because if the other team gets it and no one's covering, it is a breakaway. But I know that, for me, I know I have defensemen who are trailing, so I can make that play with a little bit of confidence. We have got to dump this puck in. I don't like that I'm seeing Nashville play with such a physical edge in this game. They're going to try to take over the series with their physical play, and they've got every right to as well. They have the players for it. That's a fake shot, cut back move. I see Duchesne. That's the kind of defense I'm talking about. They gave us that easy pass to Matt Duchesne. They're stretching the rink. That was illegal. Yes, it was. That was illegal by Subban. He's going to have to pay the price for this one. I'm going to lose. I'm going to so lose this fight, man. It's not even close. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, no, we're not winning this fight. We're not going to win this fight. Oh, maybe we will. Maybe we will. Oh, he's out of it. You know, that was a great scrap. That was a really decent scrap with Colin Wilson, and we deserved it. We had to answer the bell for that hit after the whistle. Could be a turning point in the series. That play right there by Subban. It really could be. It seems like we've kind of... Something has been done to light a fire under these Nashville Predators. They've come out hitting everything in sight. They just exchanged punches with PK Subban for a play that was definitely over the line. I mean, that's not even a play that is borderline. That crossed the line. That exceeded the threshold of what was even necessary. In fact, it was well after the whistle. It wasn't necessary. But this is the Stanley Cup final. And Nashville has kind of pissed my team off. Dale Weiss, you had a goal there. Just kind of throwing away a surefire goal, looking to get that second one in the game. Remember that play if Nashville comes back and wins this game. Just remember that play that Dale Weiss had there. Back up the boards. And kind of another careless play there by Weiss. I don't know. I don't like the play of Dale Weiss lately. We can't be afraid of this forechecking team. This team's forecheck is not something that makes me necessarily scared or nervous, but we're going to take the 2-1 lead into the intermission, and happily so. Honestly, without Carey Price's goof up, this is a 2-0 advantage going into the intermission. We're sitting pretty. I mean, we're sitting pretty anyway. We're on the road. We have a lead in the game, and we have a 2-0 lead in the series. It is not time to get carried away. By the way, shots are 15-14 in favor of Nashville. So we've seen a lot of offense. Even if you ignore goals, we've seen a lot of offense for the first period of play. And honestly, 3 goals combined, the two teams combining for 3 goals, that's quite a bit of offense for a first period. That's a good, entertaining first period of hockey, and it really was. We had a little bit of everything. We're missing Lars Eller. Now the question for me is going to be, how long is Eller going to be gone for? I know who the replacement for Eller is going to be, and I hope we can survive without a key piece of the key cog in the wheel, if you will, in Lars Eller. He is a major player on this team. He may not be a top 6 player for this team, but he's a key piece of the personnel for the Canadiens out there, especially what he can bring to the table depth-wise. I'm trying to speak and play the game, but we're going to get an icing out of this. Very rare to see the AI team ice it, but we put them under enough pressure at the start of the period. And those two getting it done. Dogs on a bone, Duchesne and Pacioretty. Have they ever been an elite combination for years? And for hopefully more years to come, because those guys have not even close to aged out. That's the best part about this Habs dynasty, is our best players have been for these last several seasons of the GM mode have been in their prime or just outside of it. I would argue that Duchesne and Pacioretty still absolutely in their prime. This team is poised to win championships for multiple years. And we're looking for our first back-to-back of the dynasty. We're officially a dynasty, but we're looking for the first back-to-back of the dynasty, which has yet to happen. I'm going to be honest with you. That was a careless play behind the net, and that was a careless play on the line change. It threw off Roman Josi, who's under pressure from the forecheckers. But they get it out clean. Poisty, the goal scorer in this game, sending it back in for Hedman to play along the boards. The rim around finds Dale Weiss, so let's make a clean play. That was a very tough pass for Stoll to handle. We need to send this puck down low. Unfortunately, we don't really have any pressure, but it's coming in the form of Hjalmarsson. To the point, Krug, shot on net, well wide of the net. Apply some pressure with the pinching defenseman. Krug up there, poke check, finds Dumoulin, the defenseman. Duchesne, I'm going to kick it wide. It'll find Hjalmarsson's stick back down low. That'll be on net. It wasn't intended to be. We got him flushed out on the board, so I like the way we're playing, the way we're forechecking. The weak side lock seems to be very difficult for the AI teams to adjust to. For whatever reason, they're not making a very clean adjustment to my weak side lock forecheck. Right now, the only play for Nashville is the dump in. I want the breakout on the weak side. Watch out. There you go, Kamayev. Header for Ming. Windmill move. Dance. Oh, my God. Ming almost in on it. That was a beautiful move around. I believe it was 2 defenders. When you nail the forecheck, it does set you up nicely for that second deke. Now, I'm going to punch this wide this time. and drop it back further across one-timer to Murnis, but it misses the net and caught all glass. Look at this. Look at this pressure we're putting them under. Nice hit by the smaller-sized Kamayev on Andrew Shaw. Sissons goes wide with it. He's going to be forced to the corner and flushed out by the great defense of Tamernis. Stoll at the middle of the rink in center. And under too much pressure to get the puck up. That's a bad turnover. Shot on goal, saved by Price. Airlifted back to center ice. Pressure on Yossi from Weiss. Yossi from the red line sent back in. It will bounce and settle its way behind Carey Price's net. Tamernis looking for an option. There is none. Pitlick at center intercepts. Nashville back with possession. A trip coming up to Stoll. And Stoll having a few choice words in the background with Pitlick over to that one. He felt that Pitlick dove on that play and sold it. Jones off the blocker. The save by Price. The touch comes from Polkinen to the box. It's going to be Jarrett Stoll. And that's a key penalty killer for the Canadiens in the box. We've been really good shorthanded, though. That's the thing that's giving me an elevated lift of confidence, is that we have been decent shorthanded in this game so far to this point. However, I don't want to keep putting that to the test. I think Price just made about 3 consecutive saves right there, which is not the way it's supposed to be. We're not supposed to put Carey Price to that kind of work. It's the passing coming out of the zone that is their biggest issue right now if you're Nashville. You're not making clean zone exits. We're not making clean plays in our D zone. There's a big rebound, almost cleared the zone on the rebound. Subban up to patch ready. A horrible shorthanded effort right now for the Canadiens. Subban past the blue line, out of the zone, as a Preds player was trying to post up along the boards and keep the puck in. Subban, escape move behind the net. It works out nicely for Subban. Will slap it off the ankle of Shea Weber. What a warrior. A total trooper after taking that Subban rip off the ankle. The clear out opportunity. Saucer pass finds Weber's stick at center ice. He'll skate it over the blue. I'm surprised we haven't seen Shea Weber rip the bomb from the blue line yet in this game. Saved by Price. And it, oh my gosh. We get a power play, but it's put into, it's an own goal by Louis LeBlanc. It was a weird one. He corralled the puck, and as he did, he got tripped right there. And as he got tripped, it went into the net. Such an awkward play. Right here, he got, there's nothing you can do about it. He got it off the rebound. It is Seth Jones' goal on the power play that ties the game at 2. So basically, we have caused both of the goals against us tonight. Carey Price with the communication breakdown between himself and PK Subban on goal number 1 of the game for Nashville. And then on that one, it was just pure dumb luck for Nashville, with Louis LeBlanc getting tripped up right in front of Price. What are you going to do? There's nothing you can do. That's one of those plays you got to learn to look at it and laugh at it. I don't have a lot of spacing here with Krug. Trying to get to the outside. Up top, it'll go for Ming. And that pass misses. Oof. I'm not going to put too much pressure on this power play, but it has got to look a lot cleaner than what it does right now. Not acceptable. Right, back to the blue line indeed. LeBlanc, Polkinen, low shot, deflection goal. Pacioretty, the lead is restored. The power play unit comes through with a goal. So both special teams have gotten on the board tonight for the Montreal Canadiens and for the Nashville Predators for that matter. They got a power play goal, but we answered back with one of our own on the deflection play by Patrick Duchesne and Pacioretty with big-time net front, boxing out Seth Jones. And that was a good rip from Polkinen. He had it at the point, which is weird that we had Polkinen playing the point. I don't know if he's supposed to be playing the blue line on the power play, but he did on that one. And on that play, it worked out nicely. Oh my God, I should have passed that back. We got to be careful, man. Weber's really looking to take names and kick ass in this series. He started to turn it on in this one. Weber with a poorly aimed shot, but a big rip. That one hits the skate of oh God, what is the name of my defense? Tamernis. We get caught in these awkward plays in our own zone every once in a while in this one. I'm noticing that. Did you see that? Damon Severson just handled the puck behind Carey Price. It could have gone in, and we would have had technically our third own goal of the game if we had just scored on ourselves right there. I tried not to panic when the puck is around Carey Price like that. It's so hard not to, though. They're getting a lot of shots on the goal, and I don't like it. They have a game plan coming back home on home ice. They have had a game plan. Shoot the puck on Carey Price every opportunity possible. It's kind of working so far. I mean, at some point, you would imagine maybe Price wears himself out trying to make all these saves. That's the idea, maybe for Nashville. That draw pass is just not on cue right now with these players. I'm trying so hard not to screen Price as well and let him see it. We're going back to the box. It's Stoll again. This is a high stick. It's a stick infraction. Yeah, just plain not responsible with the stick on that play. Oh well. See, 13 shots given up on the power play to Nashville in this game. That's how many opportunities they've had on the man advantage. But you know what? I'm taking it to this team shorthand. I'm taking it right to the house. Duchesne, there's a shot snagged out of the air by Rene. An aggressive effort by Matt Duchesne, shorthanded. That has, I guess, been the MO in this one. Go for it shorthanded. If you see that you have a clean look, take it. Nice use of the oh my God, LeBlanc. Seth Jones takes him to school physically on that play. I got Louis LeBlanc to go down into a hip checking animation. He used his ass very finely on that play, but then Seth Jones came in like a freaking wrecking ball. LeBlanc shoots, and Rene had to make, I believe, 2 saves in a row there. The initial save, the rebound, LeBlanc on the forecheck is after it. He goes after Shea Weber in the corner, but you're not going to put Shea Weber on his cheeks in any games in this series. Heavily slapped down the rink. It settles behind Rene. Perfectly placed for Seth Jones. How about that rim around by Rene? Blocker save off the Jones chance. It's misplayed. It was a bouncing puck by Shea Weber. Shot by Duchesne. Both teams trading chances. You like to see it. This is a high-flying hockey game right now. Hey, the difference is I can take a slap shot off the rush and actually hit the net. So that's my... Oh, my God. We just don't handle the puck around Carey Price for the rest of the game. We almost scored on our own net again in this game. Is there a replay of that? Is that what this replay? Yes. I mean, flubbed it all up from behind the net. Carey Price is asking questions. What team do I actually play for? Who are my real teammates? Can I get some real help in this series? In this game, at least. He's had some help in this series. He has a shutout in this series. No shutout to be coming tonight, because your teammates are of very little value to you this evening. We're going to give Polkinen a chance. We're going to give Dale Weiss a chance. That was a crazy collision. Back to the point. No, just offside as Dumoulin couldn't get it. It's going to be a neutral zone faceoff, obviously, because of the offside. So there will be no goaltender pull, or no need to pull the goaltender. We can win the puck back and skate it in really quickly, but we didn't win the faceoff. Sissons will take it and probably dump this in. That will be the end of period 2. This has been a really well-played game right now. I like where this game sits for both teams, for both sides. It could be a very competitive third period, come down to the wire type situation. Who knows? Carey Price has kept his team in it. I can't wait to see what the shots on goal disparity is between the Predators and the Canadiens. I guarantee you, Nashville has heavily outshot the Montreal Canadiens, but they don't have it on the scoreboard. Yeah, they got us done by about 7. 30 shots to 23. So 30 and even 30 for the Predators entering the third and final period of play, at least in regulation. Should this game go to overtime, I mean, and I could see this game going to OT. We need an OT game in the Stanley Cup final, but I mean, Max Pacioretty is going to try to prevent this one from reaching overtime. What an opening start to this third period of play. But I want to keep those group of bodies on the ice. This might be a third period where the first line and first D pair is going to have to eat a lot of minutes. I could micromanage all that. We've had some good deflections in front from this top 6 group, this first line especially. Pacioretty with the most recent goal in the game, but we've given us a lot of space to Shaw. The blocker was right on time from Carey Price. Off the back of the net, it is played by Shaw to the corner, an elbow from Victor Hedman. Not so friendly nudge from the elbow of Hedman, and we would have been offside there. Yossi, turnover at center ice. Hedman, it goes the other way, dumped in. That should be a line change, maybe behind the scenes with Hedman planning to get off on a change. It is. We see the second line reach the ice surface. Or actually, I take that back. LeBlanc is a first-line player. The net has come off. That's what's happened here to force us to an early whistle. I think Craig Smith. No, this is a replay of the Shaw chance off the blocker. I thought we were going to get a replay of whoever knocked the net off. I think Craig Smith had a hand in pushing that net off the moorings. Butler puts one on. Price has yet another save in this game. That's between the legs of almost everybody. Out the zone. Polkinen, get it, stop, fakes the slap. He got away from a Shea Weber hit there. He would have been demolished in the corner by Weber had he not. Perfectly played stick by Dumoulin. Another stick comes out of the hands of the Preds players. It'll be Dale Weiss played along the board. Severson is up there giving chase, but he backs off. Retreats back to defensive positioning. In on it is Marchand. That'll be dropped behind. Picked up by Craig Smith. Carried along back into the D zone by Seth Jones. Poisty to dump in to the cross corner. And back up the weak side board. It's going to go Kamayev. A fake slap shot in center ice. Another stick falls out of the hands of the Predators. Kamayev's shot toward the glove side is denied by Pecorine. It goes the other way. Nashville in transition to the left of Price. Forced on. Saved by the pad of Price. I believe this is Palat that is harassing Torrey Krug right now. Had the offensive chance for the Preds. Between the legs moved by Brad Marchand. He goes between a couple defenders. Picked up on the loose play by Ekholm ahead to Forsberg, who sends it back in. From the corner, this will be Dumoulin with the intercept up to Hjalmarsson. Headman along for Brad Marchand. A cut move, spin move to the inside. Nice move by Marchand, but he couldn't hold on to it. Boutte dropped behind him for Forsberg, who's going to ice it here on a missed pass. We slapped that off of Brad Marchand. I know that Subban and Marchand have their histories in the past, but you guys are teammates now. Don't go killing each other on the ice as teammates. Didn't Marchand and Subban fight in the real world one time? I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that is just in my mind that they had a fight. I'm pretty sure that they actually fought in the real world. I don't know if they fought in they wouldn't have fought in this GM mode, would they? Maybe they have. We did not acquire Marchand, I think, until like season. Oh boy, I don't know what season we acquired Brad Marchand. Oh my goodness, what a step around move by LeBlanc, but not quite the goal. Pressure is on Ellis. If there's one thing that could make a difference, it would be the Canadiens' forecheck in this game and the series. It is playing a hand in this game. Polkinen. Way to just avoid the puck. I mean, he basically played the puck into an area that he could skate into it, and he just avoided going for it altogether. I don't know why the game gave me control of Stoll right there. I did not want Jarrett Stoll in that situation. Well, we're not going to get a replay of what Polkinen could have done with that puck, as it didn't result in a shot on goal. And boy, did Colton Sissons turn out to be a big-time player for Nashville in the real world. If anybody remembers the West Final against Anaheim in 2017 in the real world, what a playoff run he had with Nashville to the Stanley Cup Final that season. He was a big game player, Colton Sissons. Oh my God, not so friendly rebounds, not so friendly hits either from Poishti. He's looking to get his second goal of the game. There's a slash upcoming against the Predators. It's going to put us on the power play. It was drawn by Su Kai Ming. We're going to try to feed that. To one knee, it hit the backside of Kamaev. Did you see Kamaev get stung by it? I mean, I wouldn't want to be hit with a Su Kai Ming one-timer as well. Drop to one knee in style. That'll be the touch, as we just can't pass anyway. I had a one-timer set up near the point. However, Craig Smith to the box. Power play time for the Canadiens, where the Canadiens have already scored in this game on the man advantage. It was a deflection goal from Pacioretty, the most recent in this game. It put the Canadiens up 3-2. The lead could be extended here. It took just one shot, by the way, to get a power play goal. So the power play has a wonderful shooting percentage so far right now. LeBlanc is in behind Shea Weber. We're going to... Well, there you go. Louis LeBlanc slides at 5-hole. Wunderbar. And that is a 4-2 lead. I don't know why Wunderbar was the first word to come to my mind there, but that would be a great description of the way Louis LeBlanc scored his 9th of the playoffs. 5-hole on Pekka Rinne. Nothing fancy about it. Just turned on the turbojet boosters. There's 3 defenders in the play, none able to make a difference on the Louis LeBlanc 2-goal advantage extending goal. That could be the Stanley Cup Final right there. That goal could decide and determine. I had 2 words in my mind at the same time right there. That could decide or determine this Stanley Cup Final. But hold the phone a second. Nashville is not going away silently in this game. Watson saved by Price and covered there. I believe Price will come away from this game seeing a minimum of 45 shots at this rate, if not already. I mean, you can play the highlight tape. You can go ahead and just play the highlight reel for Carey Price in this game. Usually that kind of thing is a jinx for the team and for the goaltender that the highlight reel is for. So hold that thought on giving Carey Price a highlight reel from this game, but he definitely deserves one. They have really crossed us up on the passing, on the zone entries in this game. They've gotten into the attacking zone way too clean on way too many occasions. An AI player took a penalty. I think an AI player, yes, AI controlled Hedman interference. It was in front of the net, totally unrelated to the play that was going on in the corner where I was trying to defend. So will this keep Nashville in the game? If they can get a quick one on this power play, they have 8 minutes of regulation play to go. They get a quick one, don't think for a second that they can't come back. Now the good news for us is they haven't given the Carey Price highlight reel montage of doom in this game yet. Now that's yet. They may still play the Carey Price highlight reel montage of doom. I have seen it doom many a goaltender in the past. So we're not going for offense. We just clear this down the rink. We just slap at the puck and kill time. Time is the worst of enemies right now for the Nashville Predators. I didn't even mean to do that, but that was the smartest play I could have done with that puck. With all the bodies in the vicinity of Matt Duchene on that play. We don't need any more. We've lost one center to an injury tonight. We don't need another one. I don't think Matt Duchene is taking that to heart with all the dekes that he just pulled off right there to get that shot on goal. And the hustle back the other way. This is forced in behind Price. Krug digging it out for the Canadiens. It'll be Subban with perfect timing out of the box as Hedman. Drop past LeBlanc. Fed down low, intended for Su Kai Ming. We've set up Philip Forsberg for a breakaway. His fellow countryman chasing him down. That could be the biggest goal of the whole game right there. Philip Forsberg, catalyst for the offense with a breakaway. first of the playoffs. It couldn't have come at a bigger time. Hold the phone. This game's not over yet. Hey, with the Nashville season mode, we had some crazy comebacks with the Predators throughout the course of that regular season. We pulled off some insane games. I would expect no less from Nashville here. Coming back into Nashville and Bridgestone Arena, all the nostalgia from the Nashville season series. That was not a GM mode, it was a season mode. It was one full season, all 82 games plus playoffs, in control of the Nashville Predators. Played many a game here at Bridgestone Arena with this team. Not quite the same team, of course. The team in the GM mode is a bit different. They're constructed a bit differently. We put Balkanen on a sprung free on a charge. What a move. Scores the goal. That puts this game to bed. The crowd falls silent. You can all go home now. There's no doubt about this game. Just a second of the playoffs for Balkanen. And this kid deserves a lot more than 2 goals on the postseason. I don't know where the Nashville defense was. I don't know where Pekka glove was on the play. He needs a save there. You got back in the game. You were within 1 goal under 5 minutes to play on the Philip Forsberg breakaway. All of that energy has been zapped with one play. Just one loose play stretching the rink has completely changed the outlook on this game, I guess. Changed the conversation. Instead of talking about a Predators comeback, you're talking about Louis LeBlanc scoring the goal to put them up 6-3. That's what you're talking about. That was some nifty passing, actually. The drop pass on the zone entry. LeBlanc reaches 10 on the postseason as well. Carve them up, baby. And put them out on the porch for Halloween. That's what we did to the Nashville defense. We put them on the porch for Halloween there. Make a jack-o'-lantern out of them. Is there a 7th goal in this Canadiens team tonight? We were on for a really eventful finish in my mind in this period and this game. That's all fallen by the wayside with a couple of quick strikes by the Habs. We do have a 7th goal. Su Kai-Ming. Don't even need to celebrate this one. All the fans don't know what to say. They are just... The disappointment is bitter. And the taste in their mouths is as well coming out of this game. You could have had the most delicious popcorn on sale at Bridgestone Arena, and it would still taste bitter at the end of the night because of what the Habs have come in here and done in the Stanley Cup Final. Stripped away all hope. I mean, is all hope lost? A full-on reverse sweep is not completely outside the realm of possibility for the Nashville Predators. I mean, if this is how you're defending it is... This is superstar difficulty, okay? How are we scoring so many goals so easily? I mean, I'm just playing around with my food here. I didn't even try to score on this play. I just said, hey, what the hell? Let's see what happens. Dale Weiss has a multi-goal evening. The stats at the end of this game are going to be insane. There's so many Really? They pulled Pekka from the net. Okay, welcome to the game, whoever the backup tendy is. It's not Curtis Honey because he got traded. Sweetness in the net. It is not sweetness in the net tonight for Pekka. It's been a disaster. Game to forget. I mean, Price gave you a goal with that rebound. LeBlanc, keep it pushing. Keep it pushing, baby. Oh my God. This is just dunking on the Preds. This is what Winnipeg did to us last year in the final in Game 2, by the way. I mean, literally the first shot he comes into the game. Hellberg, he comes in, sees one shot, it goes in off of him. Poor kid. Oh, you poor sap. But can we get 10? Let's go get 10. That fourth line has some scoring touch in him tonight. Let's go. Oh, my God. Shot flings wide. Oh, he has a save, ladies and gentlemen. Breakaway for Hornquist. He's going to score. No, he's not. They're really trying to prevent us from getting 10. We're not going to have enough time. Saved by Hellberg, but it is a 9-3 win. The Stanley Cup almost looks like it is in the hands of the Montreal Canadiens at this phase of things. An embarrassing third period for the Preds. It's like they just gave up. They went down by a couple of goals and they just gave up. They had the Forsberg breakaway. Their destiny was in their hands and they dropped it. I just can't believe the amount of goals, the onslaught of goals that came on in that third period. It's just one goal after another. This highlight reel montage. The game winner from Louis LeBlanc 5-hole. We'll see you in Game 4 where the Stanley Cup will be in the building.